So a lot of people have their story of athletic training as they tore their ACL when they were in high school, and then they worked with an athletic trainer, and that's what inspired them to be an AT. And that's actually not my story at all. I don't have a solid answer to what came over me in the moment, but when I was a senior in high school, it was my second day of my senior year, and I was in this cooking class with a bunch of sophomores. I had this epiphany that sports medicine is what I was supposed to do. So I emailed my counselor and I said, this is what you have to do. You have to put me in this class. And so she did, and that's where I ended up. Now, what keeps me in it is different though. What keeps me in it is what the day-to-day looks like. So I love that my job isn't just one thing. We get to be a part of the injury process for the whole time. I see somebody before they're injured. I see them at the moment they're injured. I get to help them be better again, and then I see them return to sport. And being a part of that whole process is something that no other healthcare profession allows you to do. I didn't even know that working with professional soccer was what I wanted to do until I worked with the women's team. The most common misconception about being an athletic trainer is that we're personal trainers, that we're not healthcare professionals. So a lot of people call me a physical therapist, and while I like that better than being called a personal trainer, that's still not correct either. Physical therapy is a completely separate profession. Part of the problem is that the word trainer is in there, so I push a little bit to be called an AT instead of being called trainer on the sideline. We are healthcare professionals though, like I said, we work with the injury prevention piece, the evaluation piece, the rehabilitation piece, putting it all together to return people back and keep people healthy. And personal training, while still a very necessary field in this world, focuses more on the sport performance side of things. And while I know how to do those things, I come at things more from an injury prevention perspective than a performance perspective. I feel like I'm a part of it. I feel like I am part of women's history, and it's something that has taken me several weeks in this preseason to kind of get used to the idea of, but I'm the first female athletic trainer for this club. And that's a big deal because there aren't a whole lot of females in head athletic trainer positions in professional sports, period. Even in the MLS, there's not very many female athletic trainers. So to be a part of that at this level, I think back to how I felt growing up as an athletic training student, looking ahead at I think at the time there was only 2 female athletic trainers in the NFL too, and being like, oh, look at those women, look at like what they're doing, I want to be like that. And now, not that long into my career, I am that, and I could be inspiring people, that the littler girls that are coming after me too, that they can be in roles like this too.